Good evening, gods and goddesses. It's your girl, the goddess, the masterpiece. I want to share this to my Facebook page. All right. I know it's late. I know a lot of y'all are getting your beauty sleep. But we got a lot to talk about. All right. Tweet. All right. I see I got a couple of people. That's all that matters. We don't need too many anyway. I think I'm going to start a Patreon because there's some things I want to say on here that I don't think I could say on YouTube. So let's see. All right, so I said the war on melanin. There's a war on melanin. I just finished watching Lovely T's video. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Lovely T, but she is a beautiful black woman, a YouTuber that is so on point, and her tea is definitely necessary. So anyway, her video was titled today that Africans, hold on, let me say it right now. Let me say it right. She said Chinese xenophobia, Africans are being evicted to the streets and they can't go to any hospitals. Okay? All right. The problem with that is this. When there were black people here in the United States allegedly being xenophobic towards Asian people, there was a whole hotline for Chinese Americans to call if they felt they were getting discriminated against. They are not only in Africa, these Chinese people, okay? They are in the black communities making a living off of our sweat and blood, our dime. And then this is how they want to treat our people in China that have a life there, that's been living there. Africa and Chinese people, Africans and Chinese, sorry. Listen, first of all, it's African people everywhere. That's first and foremost. But the fact that the Chinese have invaded Africa now, and we allow these things to occur. We know the stories about slavery and how they took us. We didn't have the weapons that the Europeans had. You know, we weren't as advanced, allegedly, as they were. So they were able to steal us from our homeland, okay, and make us slaves, make us work for nothing, basically, right? We built America up. ADOS, American descendants of slaves, built America up, right? So why is it now that we are getting attacked so much? Is it because we were right at the brink of reparations and they know we weren't taking no for an answer? We weren't backing down. So they had to create a diversion because there is no money, allegedly. Money is being printed, right? Money can be printed at the drop of a hat, right? Thank you for tuning in, Mad Ant. You are such a loyal subscriber. Appreciate you. Yes, Lovely T is the shit. Okay, I must say, she definitely dropped some science, and it just made me so upset because I'm tired of talking at this point, y'all. I'm about to see if I can get a Patreon page because I'm looking for like-minded individuals that really see what's really going on and what are we really doing about it. They showed the African woman, she's pregnant, and they will not even see her. pregnant, they're basically labeling us as we created this virus, or we're the ones that's carrying it around. Excuse me. I burped. I was saying excuse my language. We're carrying it around. Do you know that she showed clips of what these Chinese people were saying? And in the translation, they were saying they don't like black people. A lot of the guys, they don't like black men because a lot of black men try to take their women. Did you hear that, Mad Ant? They fear that the black man is going to take their woman. Because so many Asian women are with black men. And isn't it fitting that Jeezy just proposed to an Asian woman? Cheers to that. Good night, Bobby Barnes. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so isn't it fitting, though, that a black man who's dated probably countless black women proposes to an Asian woman in a time like this, where this is what these Chinese people are saying, like, they don't like black people. They're beneath us. So if they have that attitude there, what do you think they come here with? What attitude do you think they come to the United States with? You think they look at us as human beings? No, we're just money to them. We're foolish because we indulge in things that are artificial. We are gluttonous when it comes to buying a bunch of bullshit, knickknacks, and all this Chinese, all these vendors, the hair, the nails, they. I remember we used to wear Chinese slippers in high school. That was a craze. Little cheap ass slippers. Now I can't stand to look at them. But we support other races so much, and they don't support us. And is this going to be the wake-up call that black people need? Is this going to be it? Chips and pop. That's that dude. Okay, chips and pop. Whatever that means. Anyway, basically, I was watching Cuomo the other day, and he was saying that 80,000 state workers are going to lose their jobs. 80,000 New York state workers are going to lose their jobs. It's up to 17 million unemployed individuals so far in the United States. And it's only going to get worse. And what are we doing? You said I would steal my girl's slippers? Oh, okay. BS food. We eat chips and stuff. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, I'm slow. Because I'm talking about all these different things. Yeah, we don't take care of ourselves. And then we allow these other races to control everything. We don't own or control anything. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear the woke talk, but now's the time for you to take it in. We got nothing but time. And I understand why a lot of people don't want to hear it, because a lot of the leaders are full of shit. A lot of them are, but now new leaders need to emerge, because it's time to start really directing that negative energy towards the right source instead of each other. We got to stop fighting each other and fight the real enemy. And right now, the Chinese people are on deck. Madden22 says money can be printed easy like they did now with the stimulus checks with trillions of dollars, and just use inflation as an excuse to cover the bill. Yeah, but they need to print some more money for reparations, because we not letting up. The only problem with the whole reparations thing is that it's so broken up. They can't just be one unit that works together. Everybody has to have their own movement, because everybody has their own ideologies. But now's not the time for that. It's time for us to be on one accord, even if that means coming together with Hispanic people, coming together with all people of color, because something is not right. But we definitely need reparations on our own. That's separate. I'm talking about this fight. Like, we got to come together and either not vote at all, not do the census. Yeah, this world gets too much stuff manufactured from China, but now's the time to change the game, because do you trust China now? Mad Ant, do you trust to purchase something from China right now? I need answers. Because I don't. Thank you, that's that dude. Y'all trust China? You don't think they trying to infect us? You think that everything is okay? Their workers are good? Quarantine phase over and there won't be anything spreading through their packages? Or that's one part of it. And then the other part is how they're treating Africans that's living in China. A lot of them are evicting their tenants, their African tenants. They're getting harassed by the police. They're getting denied medical care. Okay? A lot of African immigrants living in China, okay, are homeless, living on the streets, sleeping on the fucking street. Peace, Wallace Delaney, sleeping on the damn street like common trash. And these are people that work there, they're students. They have every right to study abroad, to live in another country if they so choose. But it's never even playing field when it's people of color, black people, right? We're disposable. We're not humans. We're this and that. Meanwhile, we helped all those Chinese people that came to America to build a life for themselves and be able to send money back home or whatever the fuck it is that they do. With all the nails, toes, eyebrows, Chinese food. A lot of them own laundromats, cleaners. So it don't just stop at the nail shops and the Chinese food stores. They have their own communities. It's a Chinatown in Manhattan. Nothing but Chinese writing on the damn buildings. The fucking bank is in Chinese. Why we don't have our own towns and cities? They got another Chinatown in Flushing, Queens. So they sew shit up. But us, we can't get together like that. We can't say, let's all migrate to Detroit and fix that shit up from the ground up. The only problem is now they have a white mayor. See, before they had black mayors that fucked everything up. So now they back to, bringing the white people back in. It's gentrification going on. So if we would have did this shit a couple years ago, man, I'm telling you, that's been my dream. Like, build a place up that is just for us. Just for black people, black businesses. Where we don't have to rely on these big white corporations that are in cahoots with politicians. Okay. And it all ties in with the stock market. It's supposed to be a separate thing. Politics, stock market, supposed to be separate, right? But no, they get bailed out. Did anybody get their stimulus checks today? I heard that they was dropping them yesterday and today. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's really getting it? Are we getting it? Because we can't even get in contact with unemployment for what I'm been told. What's up, Donnie? You said they got towns. They got towns and blacks got projects. Yep. But we don't even have the projects because we don't run it. They still got Chinese food restaurants near the projects. They got liquor stores that's not owned by us in the projects. And like I said, we don't really own anything of significance. It's not that black people are not business owners. It's not that black people are not well-to-do. We don't hold the same wealth, that other races do, especially white people. Now, there's poor white people, don't get me wrong. But we talking about the elites. There's no black elites. Celebrity doesn't equal elite. Let's get that clear. Wallace Delaney said, Elijah Muhammad said, our unity is more powerful than an atomic bomb. Absolutely. But we can never unify. Even if it's just through social media, we can never unify. It's always somebody trying to outdo the next. You said we are the dead to be resurrected. Resurrected. We were on the planet before all others were grafted by us. We will rule again. That's why we are being targeted. Our time is now. Thank you, King. And this is what I'm gonna keep instilling in black people, because for the sleeping, I'm gonna keep talking until y'all wake the fuck up. Because if you don't see what's going on now, then you're just a fucking joke. And that's real talk. And this is not about a conspiracy theory. This is not, you don't have to believe it's 5G. You don't have to believe it was made in the lab. You don't have to believe none of that. But do you not see the aftermath of whatever this is? And if you can't see that, and you don't see that it's time for us to do something different, then your ass needs to go to sleep permanently. Author Empress says, nope, good evening. How you doing, sis? Thank you for tuning in. Y'all, I love y'all. Y'all always tune in for me. Yeah, but it's enough is enough already. Like I said, I'm not gonna silence my opinion of things because there's so many opinions out there, so many fake wokes and all of that. I don't care about them. I'm not here to collect money from y'all. Of course, everybody needs money. Money's the motivation, right? But this is bigger than just me getting money from y'all. This is us getting money as a whole. How we gonna do that? You understand what I'm saying? How we gonna do that? The stimulus checks is about to drop. I know people need to pay their rent, but can we put some to the side for us to tap into these essential businesses? I'm about to start a Patreon. Y'all gave me that inspiration. One of y'all gave me that inspiration the other day. I didn't think it was possible, but honestly, if people is really trying to really overcome this, I don't want to just talk no more. I'm tired of talking about this. Okay, I could talk about a whole bunch of other shit, but this particular thing, when it comes to our people and what we deserve, I'm tired of talking and I'm ready to do something. And that's period. I don't know what else to say about that. You said, I just came from the Revolt television conference with Killer Mike, Diddy, etc. Millions sitting around talking about the state of the black community, asking us for donations. I didn't get it. Sis, I just turned it off. It's literally still up on my phone right now. Sis, you don't even know. We on the same wavelength. Diddy's Black America coronavirus town hall. I just had it up. Bullshit. I can't listen to it. I don't want to hear from y'all. I don't want to hear from celebrities that's just talking and they not doing nothing. You're not above reproach. If I could be out on these streets, you could be out on these streets too. We still have so many brave people that's working, risking their health. And y'all want donations for what? Because your business is suffering? I don't care about your business. What are we doing as a whole, as a people? You said invest. I sent my daughters the Dr. Boyce Watkins course in investing. Oh, that's a good start. But you're talking about with stocks? Yeah, you can also do that on Cash App. Okay. Right now, if you have Cash App, you can buy stocks as little as $1. Okay. Not to say that's really gonna make a dent, but it's a start. You understand? So I bought a couple of stocks. They got Walmart, Nike, they have all of them. I think I invested in General Electric because I figured people at home, the electricity is gonna go up. Any phone carriers, yeah, because people on the phone, they're not gonna be in person. And you know, think like that. Like what's gonna be going up right now? Author Empress Simone says millionaires, not millions, but not one word of reparations. So much hate. Yes, I saw people throwing reparations in the chat, throwing up the ADOS, D1 and all of that, but The celebrities are still sleeping. That's why I can't even really acknowledge them right now, because they still want their butter biscuits. They still need to tap dance for the man so they could keep the status quo. So we can't really listen to them that much. You know, like, thanks, Donnie. Yeah, it's I'm done with celebrities. I have nothing for y'all. We suffering. I've heard enough good music. I don't need to hear no more. I don't need to see no new videos. I don't need none of that. Fuck them. Right, I'm with you, Queen. Let's build amongst us. Right. We need, first of all, like I said, I was really thinking about this. We need some key people. We need people to infiltrate the system for real. And I don't care, because I'm not never scared to say these things because it needs to be said. I'm not monetized yet. But that's why I'm gonna get a Patreon. We need, first of all, food to me is important. I'm a foodie. We need food to live. So we really need to be having our own gardens. That's first and foremost. That's a necessity right now. Okay? Because I went to Walmart today and that shit was very ridiculous. Okay? I don't want to go through that. Then we need people in IT. Yeah, we need IT people, computer hackers. Yeah, we need that. We need that. Because they want to chip us so they could have the lowdown on where we at. They want to be able to pin our locations and who we are and what our record is. Or no, we want to pinpoint who the fuck you are. All of the people in the Senate, that's who's on the chopping block. You said you watch for a second. Oh, yeah, I was doing a test run earlier because I got a mic. So I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work. So let me do a test run before I start going in and then you can't hear me. All right. You said it's something my daughter 12 wants her to realize she doesn't have the luxury of wasting money. Absolutely. You do got to teach them that early. But a lot of parents that come into money or they're doing well, they tend to think that they have to give their children all of these things because they have it. To me, that's not a good lesson, because you're spoiling these kids. They don't know what it means to work hard for something and to have to earn something. So I don't care how much money you have. You can't give your kids everything on a silver platter. Ooh, a lot of comments. Okay, hold on. Let me go up. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Please hit the like button and the share button. All right. Let me see. I'm missing some. Okay. Bobby Barnes said, what's her name was saying Cash App stealing people money right now. Beware. What's her name? I don't know who what's her name is. You said right. They do want them butter biscuits. Hell yeah, they want them butter biscuits. They want to make sure they get in them whatever little bit of royalties or checks or whatever they got going on, because it's scary for the celebrities as well. Things are not the same. They cannot conduct business as normal. Okay, you see the celebrities doing online concerts. They're doing their little Instagram lives to stay relevant, TikTok videos, and I'm really uninterested. I used to love celebrity. You know, I never wanted to be a person to talk negatively about celebrities. But when I start seeing the real, like, y'all not really for the people, so I'm not really for you. You know, celebrities, TikTok. Yep, they love that TikTok bullshit. Excuse me, they love it. The world is suffering and they want to deflect from what's going on, and keep their name relevant. M. Jones, thank you so much for tuning in, King. Yep. You said I just said that and I did shit. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Queen Amadea Shakur. Oh, she's dropping her Cash App. Oh, well. Hey, listen. That's on her. I mean, I've dropped my Cash App, but I'm not really going hard with that because, again, I want to win on a different level. All right? I want us to win on a whole different level. Okay? I don't want you to Cash App me and I'm not providing any service to you. That's just, to me, a scam. Author Empress Simone says, be careful with Cash App. They don't have the protections that PayPal have or the contact customer service. Okay, thank you, sis. I don't, like I said, I don't push my Cash App. I drop it because, you know, that's what most YouTubers do. But I'm not pushing it. Oh, Cash App me, Cash App. The money's gonna come. Let me tell you, my green candle's burning. The money is coming. But I can't rest. Like, my spirit can't rest. Hearing the information I'm hearing, my spirit guides me to talk about this and to figure out solutions. Because one thing Byron Allen said that was true is, I'd rather die on my feet than on my knees. Sorry. Donnie says, artists who don't own their publishing really in trouble because they can't perform. And that's another thing. The industry is savages. Like, they really snake people. You have to really have a lawyer that is going to read your contract and tell you exactly what's going on. And that's why a lot of artists are independent now, because they get to control their money and they don't really have to worry about artist development and all the extra bells and whistles. Thank you, Wallace. Yes, it's just crazy. Like I said, watching all the different people in the pro-black community and their ideologies. Everybody has their own conspiracies. But I don't see really many of them. I'm not going to say all of them. There's a handful of them that I know personally that are real activists. But then majority of them just talk shit. The majority of them talk shit and do nothing. How much shit can you talk and you do nothing? And I don't want to be one of those people that's just talking and we not figuring out. Even if we fail, if we don't try, then who are we as a people? You gonna tell me that these Asian motherfuckers and these white motherfuckers can make us feel like less than who we are? Y'all gonna stand for that? Listen, disclaimer, we are not our ancestors. We will fuck you up. So keep playing with us. We're not. Our ancestors done got hosed down, beat, put in jail, sexually abused, separated from their families. And you think we gonna tolerate that shit in 2020? I'm dying on my feet, motherfuckers, not on my knees. So what's up? What y'all trying to do? And this is not about a physical fight. Oh, we could take it there. I told y'all. I'll come in peace, but I'm with the shits. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody is giving me they ass to kiss, trust me, it's gonna be hell to pay. But yeah, it's time for us to die on our feet. Cause they got us dying real weak looking right now. We can't even bury our loved ones right now. We can't see them in their last stages of life. And then we just sitting in the house talking about we bored in the house and in the house bored. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Get out of here with that. There's no way you bored when there's children that are not eating because their parents can't work. There's no way y'all bored. Right. Yes, group economics. And I'm following you, sis, and I'm definitely gonna get in tune with you because I see what type of time you're on. And I appreciate you for even listening to me, subscribing to me. I appreciate all of y'all. The people have the power. We have to move mountains, not celebrities. Thank you. Now, nobody wants to lose their life, right? But look what's happening right now. It's like out of our hands and we don't know much. Can't do much, right? But we can still control our finances somehow. There's still people working. right? There's still black businesses that's still open. So what are we doing? Why are we supporting anybody Asian, anybody Caucasian that don't really want us here? Why are we doing it? And I don't care if I sound racist. I don't. If they don't want us here, I don't want to fuck with them no more. Okay? Sorry, Dr. King. We tried to be nonviolent. We tried. These cops done fucked us up, killed us when we didn't even fucking retaliate. It's time for something else. That whole Senate lineup, they gotta go. By any means necessary. You said, this is crazy. I know a person whose family had to have a virtual funeral because there aren't any international flights or something like that. No problem. I believe in your content. Thank you, sis. Do you think that's right? That we can't even bury our loved ones? Do you think that's okay? That we should stand for that? Why you think the Jewish people I was telling y'all about in Brooklyn, they said, fuck that. The rabbi died. I gotta open this door. The rabbi died. We're gonna celebrate his life. Period. Okay? We don't stand for shit and we still keep getting beat down. What's the point? What's the point of complying? If you're afraid to die, you're dead already. Facts. People keep telling me, you don't got no mask on in the streets, you don't got this, you don't got that. You know why? Because I done had suicidal thoughts before in my life. This ain't nothing, my niggas. I've been suffering before this coronavirus. This shit ain't nothing, my niggas. So what you really trying to do? Y'all not gonna make me weak. This shit's making me stronger. And so I just want people to be on that ride with me. Yeah, Donnie, the money don't stop for nothing. The money ain't never gonna stop. Okay, it's always gonna be somebody that's gonna tap into something. It don't matter if the whole world stops. There's gonna be money being made. Okay, there's money being made in jails where they can't even hold money. So what does that tell you? There's always a way around the system, but instead of us using that to our advantage, we are weakened by them and we use that aggression towards each other. It's time to wake up and there's no more excuses. Good evening, Papa 2020. There's no more excuses. Hi, Michael M. Thank you for tuning in. No more excuses. If y'all niggas are still sleeping, then stay asleep. I'm for the people that's trying to wake up. Yes, no, that's not right. I also don't believe we should support the Asians or the white races. We can support ourselves if we properly network. This is what I'm saying. Food, hygiene, shelter, right? Clothing. We got to tap into these industries. And we already have people in these industries, but they're not big enough to produce in mass because they don't have the capital like the Walmarts and the Amazons, right? So you have these grassroots businesses that's barely making it because a lot of times Black people with businesses also have a main job and they got to do both. They got to do both because they can't quit their job with the benefits for a career that may not take off. You know what I mean? A business that may not take off right away because certain businesses, you're going to break even the first year. So some industries. And then you start to make a profit. So people keep their jobs so they don't get to really fully dig deep enough into that business to really make it pop. But that's what this time is for. That has to be the silver lining. And I'm going to keep saying it. Because some of you guys have the resources. You have the credit. And if you don't, you know somebody with good credit. And everybody's getting a stimulus check. And like I said, I know you got to pay your rent and do other things. But can we take a portion of it and put our money together somehow? Can we do that? Like, I don't see what's the harm in it. We have to remember to keep the dollar black and support one another. How are we doing it if people are so weak that they still gonna support all the others? You said platforms like this is a start. I don't watch much TV. Fly Nubian Queen and Dr. Boyce, all my black networks is my CNN. At airport, heading back to work. We gonna make it. Power equals peace, family. Oh, thank you so much, Wallace. I appreciate you. My eyes. I need new contacts. Lord, I need to order some. M. Jones says, I think about Madam C.J. Walker and Annie Malone. They were fresh out of slavery and was able to become millionaires. Right. But that's because they probably saved their money or pulled their resources and made it happen. But we don't do that because the easiest way out is to support another business. They have everything we need. That's it. I don't need to run anything. I don't want the headache and the stress. I always wanted to be a boss. I just didn't know exactly how I was going to get it done. And talking to people, I never was encouraged. They always told me to get a regular job. So I operate like a business, nothing personal when it comes to money. I hear that. But like I said, even like I want to be supportive of my black nail techs, right? But it's been hard because they don't have the same manpower that these Asians come with. They'll have a whole salon full of Asians that's kind of on the same level, right? So if one is booked, you could go to the next. Well, if you find one black nail tech, she's the only one that can really do what she do. She don't have a team of a bunch of people that could do what she do. And so they get so booked and busy when they're good that they start coming up with all these rules and regulations. That's kind of a bit much. And so I'm not going to lie. I really try to support my sisters, but it's times I went back and reverted to the Asians because you got to book an appointment with your sisters. You got to leave a deposit. They don't want you to have any nails on. They want you to come with a clean slate. I mean, it's a lot of rules. And so we need to think like they think. And honestly, the girl that I was going to originally, the black girl, she did kind of adopt that mentality, and she started teaching classes to other women and teach them her technique so that if one ain't there, the next one is just as good, right? That's how we got to think. Stop leaving our kids to their own volition. Some of these kids need a push. You show them what you know. You cultivate a team. That's what these other races do. Who has a business in the chat? Post it and let's support. Facts. Anybody that has a business, put it in so we can support each other. If you know of a business, throw it in there. I saw my girl, Author Simone, did that. Author Empress Simone, you did that on your Facebook page, and that's a dope idea. Yeah, I try to promote black businesses all the time. And before I promote them, I like to actually support them. Because I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, give me something free and then I'll support you. I want you to see that I'm supporting you and I'm paying full price. I don't need no discount. And if it's a great product, then I'm going to promote it. Yes, let's speak with black. And I love my black nail techs. Like I said, they are so dope. So they're so much better than the Asians. But they don't have a whole team like the Asians do. They probably keep sending off one of their relatives to come to the United States and teach them what they know. Boom. And they do that in a team form, and that team is solid. Black people can't never work in a team for long because they want to take all the money for themselves. Not all black people. I shouldn't say that. But we get all our nail and hair supplies from China. Precisely. Something gotta give. Something gotta give. Do you think it's impossible for us to not use China for anything like that? I really need to know. Do you know with acrylic they can create a nail? So all they gotta do is produce acrylic. That's what I'm saying. We gotta tap into the industry part of it and stop thinking small. You understand? Like, there's factories in the United States, so it's not impossible. We just need to know what the ingredients are, how we gonna get them. Papa 2020 says e-commerce and online is where it's at. Let's promote. Let's go, fam. Thank you for that, King. I appreciate you. That's what we need. And again, don't feel ashamed. You could have a business idea and you never had the time to do it. Now is the time. I don't care what anybody says. If you're not working, now is the time. Why not? You're welcome, sis. You said, okay. Author Empress Simone is a publisher. Her IG page is at Impress for Life. Right now, excuse the appearance, I've been cutting up since the coronavirus hit. No, I was looking at your work. I definitely am going to purchase a book. Definitely look at author Empress Simone's Instagram. She got a lot of good topics and posts. I'm definitely digging you, sis. Thank you so much. All right. You said right. What you said about Black Nail Techs not having a solid team is right on. I never even thought of that. That's what it is. It's not that they're bad people. It's not that they're trying to be bitches. It's like once business grows and it's only you have but so much time to spread yourself. So you have to have a backup plan. You got to have somebody that you're teaching to do the same thing you're doing. It's just like, I was just talking about this earlier. It's a soulful restaurant that was in my old neighborhood called Vibes. Good, great food, owned by Black Americans. They opened up a second location. I always complain about the customer service at the first location. The food is amazing. You would never be disappointed with the food, right? Excuse me. The customer service sucks. They would never acknowledge you when you come in. You could be standing on the line. If they doing something else, they won't even say, hold on a second. They just continue doing what they're doing, and then they'll come address you. So the second Vibes open. Now the food isn't as good, but the customer service is better. It's like, y'all need to be cohesive. It needs to be the same principles at both restaurants because it's the same company. Bobby Barnes says, yes, it's possible. We can go to Africa and have it made for cheap. Thank you. And you know, the Chinese are in Africa right now. They're trying to take over Africa. And I think it's time for us to go back home. I think it's time. They're not protecting the Africans in China. That's what this whole post was about in the first place, that the Africans in China are being treated like trash, literally. You said, right, I might have to give in on that hair thing, but I was going to just go to a Dominican every 2 weeks and let them wash and set my hair. Right, no, the Dominicans is fine. I mean, I cannot tell you guys, oh, just stop supporting the Asians right away because we're at a disadvantage. And I know, I understand there's things that you need. So I can't say, oh, just, I'm saying we have to get to a place where we don't need them. Okay. And the funny thing is, it would be dope if we, trick them. Yeah, keep supporting them. Make them think that it's all good. And then all of a sudden we all just stop. Just stop. When we get our networking really together, just stop. Starve their asses out and get them out of here. You're welcome. No problem, sis. Except our soulful restaurants don't fare too well by my observations. They are always opening and closing. It's rare to find one that had longevity, unless it's the popular places in Harlem. You're right. This one is doing pretty good. This one in Queens, like I said, in Queens, there's not a lot of soulful restaurants because it's such a melting pot of people. The type of soul food they have in Queens is Jamaican food. A lot of, it's a lot of Caribbean people. So I would say that's our version of soul food more so is Jamaican food. And it's thousands of them in Queens. Uh, Papa 2020 says, Empress, just followed you on IG. Oh, that's nice. See? That's how you do it. I like that. But I just feel helpless. Like, how are we allowing our own people to suffer when it could be one of us? And nobody's doing anything. Mainstream media is not even talking about how we are getting treated over there. They want to talk about Chinese Americans getting treated with xenophobia, but what about us? It's never about us. So it's time to make it about us. The squeaky wheel gets the oil sometimes. Okay? You said the braiders use the Asians for their hair, but listen, sis, I've been boycotting them since they rallied for the cop who killed Akai Gurley. But it was easy when I didn't want to date, LOL. I hear you, right? Because now we are forced. If we don't use the Asians, then there's no extensions because they have that industry wrapped up. Yeah, our girls can make wigs. They could lay down some weave, but they are not cultivating the strands of hair from these women in other countries and scalping them. We're not going over to other countries doing that. Okay? So, and it's so deep that when you really think about, like I said, how these women are growing their hair just for a couple $100, if that, to be scalped. Said, and I'm not too good with doing my natural hair, but I make it work. Right. Like me, I have wigs and weaves and stuff, but I'm trying to let my hair rest. I think I am gonna put the weave in for my birthday. I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't know who's following me on Flat Being Queen, but I do love it all. I'm not against things. What I'm against is doing something in excess. Everything in life has to be done in moderation in order for you to have a healthy life. That's with diet, that's with exercise, that's with anything. Moderation is key. You cannot eat a turkey and cheese sandwich every single day of your life. Okay? Once a week, twice a week, but not every day. So moderation is key. And I think that's why I was thinking about how a lot of city and state workers are being affected in New York City with the coronavirus. A lot of them are dying, a lot of them are getting sick. And I thought about the lifestyle of a city and state worker because I always paid attention to this, especially the office workers. They lazy. They sit on their ass and eat food all day. No real exercise, because think about it. If I gotta work a job where I'm at a computer, I'm sitting down most of the day. Lunchtime, I'm trying to eat. I'm not walking anywhere. Maybe to the store to get my food and walking my fat ass right back to my desk to eat. A lot of those state workers, I was in a DMV one day and I was just watching them like, all these chicks got fat asses. And that's because they sit on their fat ass all day. Now, I'm not above reproach. We all can get these things, but I'm saying that lifestyle started to catch up to a lot of them. Okay. And then I started thinking, Trump has said before something about union workers and how he wanted to do away with unions. And I also thought about the pension plans almost being exhausted. And I said, is this a fucking attack on a certain demographic because they were supposed to get their pensions? They was almost in retirement age. I don't know. Y'all let me know what I'm saying. If I'm bugging out. You said, right, we aren't the supply for the hair, so we have to use the Asians for that. Yep. It sucks. It really sucks. Lawrence Tinsley says Southern Gals on American 219. The soul food's pretty good. I order from them frequently. Right. No, Southern Girls is good. But that's not my side of town. Well, I used to live closer to Vibes at that time. the first vibes in Jamaica, South Jamaica. But Southern Girls is good too. I forgot about them. Michael M says many Asian business will remain closed. Blake won't be supporting them. I'll get a cookbook if I want Asian food. Facts. I saw some little dusty hood rat the other day talking about they miss Chinese food. I said, Jesus, take the wheel. I don't miss that shit. Not one bit. Not one bit. Yeah, it was convenient at a time, but in hindsight, you know how many times I ordered Chinese food and I threw it away because it just wasn't hitting. It just wasn't hitting. And yeah. They'll make food for us that they don't even eat themselves. You see them in the restaurant eating straight rice. They're not eating nothing else. Or maybe some broccoli. They're not eating all the processed meats. Chinese food basically is McDonald's. That's all it is. The greasiness, the processed, the General Tso's chicken. What's the other one? Sesame chicken, that's processed meat. I don't think it's necessarily rat and cat like they used to say. I know they do eat rat and cat now that came out recently, but I don't think they can get away with serving us rat and cat when we have health departments and codes. What y'all think? Lawrence Tinsley says, oh no, oops. Arthur Empress says, did you know the Asians boycotted to keep Mayor de Blasio from allowing black students who missed the test standards by a few points from still attending their schools? That's why I also boycott them. Really? Wow. I didn't know that. Like I said, I really just started getting into politics. I mean, I have family that's into it, but being young-minded, I'm not going to say I was necessarily a young girl, but being young-minded, not paying attention to things. And now I can't help but to pay attention to everything. And it's very sickening. And I be having some really lucid thoughts. Like the whole Senate got to go. Actually, the whole White House. Author Empress Simone says, I wrote an article on it. I'll send you the link. Okay, sis. Thank you so much. You said I stopped eating their so-called meats. Yeah, I don't blame you. All of that. Let me tell you something. There's black people that ate Chinese food every single day. Every single day. Some people don't cook anything. Some people literally, they eat out for every meal. Some people. And then wonder why they have these health problems. You putting your health in somebody else's hands. You don't know exactly what ingredients they use. You just don't know. He said, sis, and they quoted Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech when protesting black students' entrance to their school. And black people still support them. Someone say, LOL. Nah, I'm not lying. If black people go back to the Asians after this, I'm done with them. I'm done. We could get our hair. I'd rather support Walmart than the Asians. We could get our hair products from our sisters that create their own shea butter products and stuff. We need sisters that's making shampoos and conditioners. We need somebody making toothpaste. Like I said, we need to be growing our own crops. Really staying away from the meat because I don't think we really need it to live. But they say we need protein. Then why I say we need people in IT, computer hackers, because that's what they're trying to do to us with this chip. If the chip thing is real, they'll be able to have our whole rundown like this. Is everything gonna come up? Social security number, your arrest record, all of that. How much money you make, your age, everything. Yeah. M. Jones says the only thing I need for Chinese people is their medicine book. Well, obviously that medicine book must have been the reason why they planned this pandemic, because they felt like, okay, we'll take one for the team because we got the cure right here. So let's unleash it and see what happens. He said all of the civil rights era politicians, white and black, must go. Fuck them. Thank you. All of them. Line their asses up on the White House lawn and one by one, get them niggas the fuck out of here. At first I said the House of Representatives. I was talking to somebody. They said, no, not the House of Representatives, because they're mostly Democrat. Fuck them too. The Senate, the House of Representatives, definitely the president, and whatever other casualties of white supremacists need to get it. Line them bitches up. I'm tired of this shit, and I'm tired. I'm telling you, man. God ain't gonna rescue us. We are God. Hence the name Goddess Masterpiece. Because I know God is within me. And if I'm waiting on the Savior to save me, I'll be waiting forever. M. Jones says, I have been making deodorant soap and I'm so tired of seeing those eyelashes. I've been trying to work on eyelash serum that helps your eyelashes grow. All right. That's what's up. Let me know when you figure that out, because I need some of that. I love long eyelashes. Bobby Barnes says, we got to go to Africa and make these supplies. They got to, what? Oh, they got better ingredients anyway. That's why I said it's time to go home. It might be time to go home. I know people's ready to leave the United States anyway, but they're not even letting motherfuckers out. They're not even letting people out. But let's see how this goes. Because I wish I could find me someone that have knowledge of shaman practices. Wow. Well, keep putting it out there. You might find that person. He said, I've made some hair gel out of flaxseed. Pretty good recipe. How-to video on YouTube. It works miracles for 4C hair. Okay. I'm going to check that out. Hair gel. That's what's up. Author Empress Simone says, I sent you the link on FB. Yes, vote everyone out who doesn't have a black agenda for us. But see, do y'all really trust what's going on? Because they want to do an absentee ballot. An absentee ballot. So it's not going to be voting in person. Do y'all trust who is going to be counting these votes? Who is going to be counting these votes? Right, Lawrence. You are woke, sir. We are the very thing we've been searching for. But we just can't see it. We can't see it. That's my problem with a lot of black people. They so fucking stupid. I read this stuff on Facebook. I'm sorry to curse, but when things are good for people, they can't see the suffering of their neighbor. And that's what I can't take. Okay? It took for some people to be knocked down off of their high horse to see that their neighbor is suffering. And if your neighbor is suffering on the right side of you and the left side of you, that shit is going to affect you. Because now they're going to be coming down on you for what do you have. So again, that's why I said now's not the time to brag. If you have resources, you help in any way you can. If you don't, then that's the perfect opportunity for you to get on board with this shit. Let's network and knock these motherfuckers out the box. See, I've never been too crazy about leaving America. I know I have slave blood, but I know I have indigenous blood in me too. I do too. I know I have Native American blood, but I still want to go home. I still want to go to Africa because that's the original people. If white people could be there, if Asian people could be there, I can go too. So what's M Jones' channel? Oh, M Jones, drop your channel link. Michael M says Democrats care about blacks. Michael M, is this a joke that you're trying to say? Because they're both on the same team if you really think about it. The Democrats are so nasty towards Trump. Of course, they have every reason to be. But what I'm saying is, During this pandemic, they still throwing shady comments, little jabs at Trump at a time when this should be strictly focused on the American people. I don't understand. I'm working on my labels for my bottles and soap. I most definitely will let everybody know. All right, King, let us know. Kenya P.A. says, Queen Mother Frances Cresswell sent R.I.P. Said, Jesus is Jesus. We are God. Hello. We are God, hence the name Goddess. Michael M. says, Trump will win again. I don't know how that could be possible. And I want to do a video tagging all these stupid ass black Trump supporters. Like, how do y'all feel about him now? Do you still think that he's fit to be president? This shit never happened in our lifetimes where the whole world shut the fuck down. And this is who you want to back? You got to be kidding me. He's not helping all the states. The states are exhausting their resources. They are going to start letting their workers go who work for the city, for the state, and possibly the city. Author Empress says, I want to know if voting by mail is fraud proof. But this is what I'm trying to say. Who's counting the votes? Where's it going to if nobody's working? Again, I was supposed to be an election day worker. So I don't know if they're going to have the election day workers counting the votes, but where they going to count them at? I mean, we have until June to see how all of this pans out because that is the primaries. They were supposed to be an election in March and April, but it was for local elections. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. I don't get it. When I'm up late like this, I find the most craziest videos. A lot of people have been talking about celebrities needing young blood. That's why they have been catching the coronavirus. What? Explain that. You saying the young people are sacrificed? They said, I don't know what to think. The rabbit hole goes so deep with president celebrities' day-to-day life. Right. I hope you're not backing Trump, Michael M., because that's what it sounded like. Sorry, it's hot. A Dem isn't an option. So you're voting Republican. But Trump is the only option. So how you not backing Trump? Excuse me. He said the purpose of that wall on the southern border is to keep you from escaping. Wow. I never thought of that. Well, what are you trying to keep us here for? You don't want us here. If we want to leave, we should be able to leave. Wow. It's called adrenochrome. Okay, thank you for that. That should adrenochrome, I believe, is M. Jones' page. So guys, check that out. Bobby Barnes says, yeah, they do drink kids' blood. So much effing hate. What? That's crazy. And they all need to go. Okay, adrenochrome on YouTube. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm going to leave that up there for a few minutes. But yeah, I don't, that's why I don't have anything for celebrities. They're a bunch of weirdos. A bunch of freaking weirdos. They're not doing nothing for the people. They just want to portray like they are. They got fake outrage. Meanwhile, they doing TikTok videos. I don't understand. No black agenda, no vote. Facts. But we got to stick to that. We got to stick to that. How are we going to make this happen? We got until June to really figure out how we're going to execute this plan. And like I said, everything's so divided. You got the ADOS, you got FBA, you got B1. They're all divided, right? FBA is supposed to be having a conference in June as well. Let's see if that pans out. The conference is a needed thing, but we don't know if it's going to be safe to be out at that time. M. Jones says that's what the drug is called when they drink children's blood. Adrenochrome? Oh, you said that's what it's called. Okay, I thought that was your YouTube channel. That's being put out there by wanting young black blood. Wow. And then they said that these Asians were collecting the Africans' DNA samples. Instead of them testing them, they either probably giving them the virus, but they are taking some of their DNA. Okay? Because we are the supreme species. We are the supreme race. And like I said, I want y'all to watch this video on Lovely T 2002. The video she just put up a few hours ago. And you be blown away. Trust me. She got all the facts, all the receipts. Me, I'm just here to talk shit about it. Because I want to do something. I'm ready to fight. I can't fight alone, though. Yep. Crazy. Oh, Lovely T? Yeah, she's the truth. She definitely needs to win an award for really. Because she gives real news. You know what I mean? She does the celebrity gossip thing, but she does real news. And she gives you information along with it so that you know it's from a reliable source. So I definitely fucks with Lovely T. Michael M says, if our black vote is so precious, why are we giving it away? Oh, we not. We not just gonna give it away this time. If people don't see what the fuck is going on, then like I said, they're sleeping. Kenya P says, yep, they're doing both. Taking DNA and giving it. Yes. Because everybody that's going to the hospital is getting worse. It's getting worse. And I'm sorry to say, why I say this is a psychological war is because sometimes your brain tricks you to think that you have something that you don't. You know, what is it called? The women who believe that they're pregnant and they start showing. Well, I believe that probably happened to a lot of people. They started thinking they had the symptoms because that's what's being ingrained in our minds. Just like I'm coughing right now, but you're not going to tell me this is coronavirus and I'm not going to no hospital. And I can guarantee you, give me a few days, this shit going to be gone. Okay? Because it's allergy season, bitches. And not just that, I smoke hella fucking weed. So now, let's get into it. You said, what, you Elizabeth Warren now? You always ready to fight? I am. Like I said, I've been through a lot in my life. I come in peace. I want to be a peaceful individual, hence the masterpiece. I want to come in peace, but I am also with the shits. All right? I'm not scared of anyone. Okay? You bleed how I bleed. And as long as we have a mutual respect, we the best of friends. Listen, I fucks with y'all. I have to get disrespected quite a few times for people to see the real beast side of me. Okay? But when that beast comes out, oh, it's a force to be reckoned with. I just want to direct that negative energy I have inside of me to the right people. And that's what I'm saying about us as a whole. We so busy fighting each other. Direct that energy to the right people. Red pill, blue pill. Yep, that's a good one. They're good on YouTube. Yes, phantom pregnancies. That's it. I hate to say it. I feel like some people had these phantom symptoms because you're hearing so much about it. Oh, if you're coughing or you fever, now you're tricking your mind. Oh shoot, I can't breathe. I'm coughing. Let me go get tested. Psychological warfare. So they got people coming in droves, and they just affected one by one. One by one. Because it don't make no sense that the people that didn't go to the hospital, they got over it. I could not believe Ellen DeGeneres was so hateful behind the scenes. Oh, I heard about she made Donkey of the Day. Charlemagne said she made a statement saying that her multi-million-dollar home feels like a prison because she's been wearing the same clothes and everybody in there is gay. So a prisoner inmate responded because a lot of them, they get phones somehow. They got people sneaking phones in for them, and this inmate was like, he felt offended by that. Like, really, Ellen? Like, you can't even compare where you're at to prison right now, because a lot of those guys in prison is dying left and right, and it's not like they could get healthcare readily available to them. There's all these protocols. You got to ask the captain. You got to ask the head CO. It's all of this bullshit. I'm a real ultimate warrior. Thank you so much. I definitely am. Like I said, in times like this, I wish I was a man with no children, like Jon Snow. Facts. Lawrence Tinsley says, you want to start to free your mind. Start by cutting that television off, especially the mindless programming. I haven't watched TV in over a year now. Oh, facts. I don't watch TV. People been asking me, like, I don't watch reality shows anymore. I used to be able to tell you what was going on every reality show. I have not watched one episode of Black Ink. I haven't been watching The Housewives of Atlanta. None of them. You know what I watch on here? I watch all the YouTubers. And that's why I was saying to you guys, now's your chance. If you want to have a YouTube channel, go for it. Because I don't want to hear from celebrities. I want to hear from regular, average people. They have nothing in common with me right now, and I don't care about what they saying. You said, I heard Jamal from New Baptist Church was charging people $150 to take a test to see if you had the virus. Stop playing. Stop playing. These fraudulent ass pastors gotta go too. Oh, Mad Aunt Ellen said about her feeling like she's in prison in her multi-million-dollar home, and the real prisoners feel offended. Michael M says, I won't choose one evil over another. No black agenda, no vote. I hear that. Keep saying it, bro. I'm with you, and I'm going to keep reading it every time you write it. M. Jones says, some people have came out saying Ellen DeGeneres was hateful behind the scenes. I believe it. She's a gay white woman with privilege. Why wouldn't she be hateful? You see, because she's a little funny, and we always want to fall into the trap of they little fake personalities. No, I don't like you, white people. Perhaps the CV test kits are rigged with the virus. That's what they were saying. Mind you, there was a shortage of tests. How do we know if they didn't have PPE for the nurses to change during a 12 to 16-hour shift? What makes you think they had adequate testing, sanitary testing devices? I don't trust nothing or nobody no more. Prisoners have feelings too. Prisoners' lives matter too. Facts. And a lot of them who have petty crimes that they have to do time for, like selling drugs, that's some petty shit. That's some petty shit. Because that's a money-making situation. Okay? Now, for the killers, the child abusers, the rapists, yeah. Yeah. 6 feet in the jail. But practice social distancing in the damn shower. But nah, people that was doing petty shit, they deserve to be released. People on parole, probation violations, they need to be released. Why are they still there? They there on some bullshit technicality any fucking way. They did their time already. Let them go. Michael M says, Trump has done more for blacks than Obama ever did, indirectly by his immigration policies. Boy, bye. This nigga is killing all of us, and he's going to end up killing himself because he's such a fucking dickhead. No, I don't need a mask. Oh, that hydrochlorine. I can't, y'all know what I'm talking about. This new damn drug that he's trying to push. You know why? Because they always had the cure before they even released this pandemic. Y'all notice how old Ellen has been looking? She need andronicol. I can't even say it now. As quiet as has been kept, her Madonna. Hold on. Do y'all remember that movie, Death Becomes Her? I don't know if y'all saw that with Goldie Hawn and who's the other one? Meryl Streep and Bruce Willis. He was married to Goldie Hawn, but she was overweight. And then he fell in love with her best friend, who was an actress, Meryl Streep. So he left Goldie Hawn for Meryl Streep, and Meryl Streep was working on her revenge for years. So she eventually, like 10 years later, she invites them to a party, and she was looking amazing. And Meryl Streep was falling apart. So she was fiending to find out her secret. And I think, did she tell her right away? I don't remember how she found out. She found out somehow, but y'all remember that movie. They took some potion in order to have eternal life, like to become mortal, like they can never die. But what they didn't realize is just because you can never die doesn't mean that you're not gonna get banged up, and like if you don't take care of your body. So they started falling apart. But that movie is hilarious. Let's see what you guys are saying. Right. You say you want to start a YouTube, but you're not sure yet. What's stopping you? Listen, take a chance. You don't have to show your face. Look, I can hide the camera right now, and you don't see me. You put your picture up, you put your logo up, and you talk. Okay? I'm just giving y'all this tidbit. This streaming service I'm using is free. All right? So anybody could do this. M. Jones says, have you ever noticed when you get a shot, the way they draw your blood? I haven't gotten a shot in a while. Well, I got a flu shot last year, the late last year. But it went so quick. They didn't draw blood. It's like boom, and then they rub you out, and it's like, oh, you did it already? Okay. Mind you, I was so adamant about not getting the flu shot for so long. Do you know? And this is why I feel duped. I was trying to get my 3-year-old son in daycare. So they said it's mandatory he has this flu shot or he can't go to daycare. And of course, me, because I'm trying to make money, I'm like, oh, he got to go to daycare. I said, but I can't make him get the flu shot if I never got it. So we did it together. Now look what happened. He never got a chance to go to fucking school. This fucking world's a piece of shit. YouTube is fine. You just have to upload. Right. And you don't have to do live videos. You could do videos on, practice. Make videos on your phone. That's how I started. I didn't just come on live. I'm not telling y'all it's easy. You do got to practice, how you going to look, me, I'm raw though. I don't care. I know I'll be looking crazy. And M. Jones says, I blame this virus on Bill Gates and his wife and Tom Hanks. They know what they've been up to know what's really going on. Facts. And that's why people thought I was bugging when I said I didn't believe Idris Elba had it. And this is before a lot of Black people started dying in our communities, our loved ones, our friends, friends. Before that started happening, when Idris had it, something in my spirit did not sit right. I said, this nigga ain't got it. They put him up to this shit to warn Black people like, y'all next. Okay. And then notice how the celebrities that have it are not suffering the way the average person is suffering. So I don't give a fuck about what they're going through right now. Did you hear the man who blew the lid off how the inmates are being treated is missing? His family's unsure of him being in isolation or not. Right. That's what I was trying to tell you guys a story. And Charlemagne the God said he's missing. Wow. Just wow. And what are we doing? We need wellness checks on people. This is not right. What can we really do? Like, I want to start a hotline for African Americans that's experiencing racism or xenophobia, since they want to start one for Chinese Americans. M. Jones says that's one of the movies they are referencing. She drunk the same thing. I seen that movie. Yep, that movie I ain't gonna lie, that was a funny ass movie. But I'm saying that's similar to me. That's what made me think of when you said adrenochrome. M Jones says, I'm going to watch that movie. I've been watching clips. They're saying that it's connected to adrenochrome. Really? Mm. It was like some potion that glowed. It like glowed down your throat. Like it wasn't normal. It was like, yeah, it wasn't. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm knocking my mic over. I'm not used to this. You said my hair is stopping me. LOL. That's cool. Thanks for the heads up. What streaming service do you use? Um, right now I'm using StreamYard, but you could also use OBS. Is a free service. You have to download the app. Hold on one second, guys. I'm getting a phone call. Oh, I didn't mean to stop the cam. Hold on. Whatever. Um, but yeah, I wanted to show you guys that so you don't think it's impossible, because it's times that I don't want to show my face, but I just bite the bullet and I'm like, I'm just gonna be raw and uncut. But I'm gonna start taking some nice pictures, and times where I may not want to show my face, I'll do it that way. And we can even have a podcast discussion where you guys could chime in, and you don't have to show your face. You don't have to show your surroundings or anything like that. We could just talk. Right. Never take the flu shot. Hold on one second, guys. Hello? Who is that? All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to end this live, bro. Not end it, but hold on. Let me pause the live. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah. Thank y'all so much for waiting. All right, I have a visitor. I got nervous. Like, is somebody trying to come up on me? Ow. Thank you. It's my birthday. I'm celebrating my birthday early. Oh, shut up. Mad Ant 22 says, what app is that you're using? The streaming service on to take the picture away from it. Oh, this is StreamYard. You can go to the internet website. You don't have to download the app. There is an upgrade plan, but you don't have to use that. I'm using the basic service. So if you see in the corner, it says powered by StreamYard. So just Google that, and you can. It's an internet browser, so you don't have to. Like I said, you're not obligated to pay for anything. M Jones says, this was my year of getting my baby in daycare, and I'm mad too. I want to go to work. I'm just going to work from home. This is what I'm saying. I was trying to get both of my babies in daycare. Like, what? They really duped me. I thought I was doing big things in 2020. I guess no. I am still doing big things in 2020, just not in the manner in which I thought it was going to be. Hi, Paul Graves. Good morning. What are you guys doing up? I was like, let me go live, even though I had a long day today. When I saw Lovely T's video about how Africans are getting treated in China, I'm so appalled, and I don't feel right just sitting here watching this shit and we're not doing anything. Mad Ant 22 says they be forcing people to take vaccines people don't want. Yeah. And when I was working at the New York State Veterans Home, they made me take a tetanus booster. Is that what it's called? You're supposed to get a tetanus every 10 years or get the booster after the first 10 years, whatever. They said I needed the booster. Mind you, I was pregnant at the time with my daughter. I had to make sure that vaccine was safe. I was so mad at myself that I was in this predicament that I'm getting a job while I'm pregnant. I didn't tell them I was pregnant. I didn't want them to know I was pregnant because, that's a reason for them to discriminate against me. So I just kept pressing the nurses and the doctors, like, listen, is this gonna affect my baby? Oh, no, 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 it's not gonna affect your baby. Well, she's healthy, but we had a hard time. I am not gonna lie to y'all. Bill Gates is leading the way with a vaccine. Yeah, he already had. I've read finally Event 201. So they already been having drills about this. That's how the people that was heavily invested into the stock market was able to take their money out, because this was all a plan. And if we're gonna sit here and allow this plan to continue, then we are foolish. I'm not taking shit. I did that flu shot specifically to make money, just on the strength of me being able to work and have my son in daycare. But now that's shot to shit. I gotta figure out how to homeschool my son because I'm not a teacher. So I'm trying to figure out different educational tools I could use to help him. He knows his colors, he knows how to count, but you know, what's the next steps? Because I don't remember. I'm not a teacher, and it shouldn't make me feel stupid or anything. It's just like now I really have to focus on a lesson plan for my kids. Mad Ant 22 says black celebs been quiet ever since they told the public they got it. You see what I'm saying? Thank you for noticing that fucking bullshit. And they still got people coming out. They said Fred the Godson has it. First of all, a lot of people don't even know who Fred the Godson is, but it's all right. We're going to see what happens with him. Oh, thank you. That's that dude says being black in USA is getting more stressful by the damn day. Not even just the USA. This video was about how the Africans are getting treated in China. And guess what? They're going to take that attitude to Africa because there's Chinese people in Africa right now. They're doing some type of trading with Africa. They trying to take over Africa. I don't know all the deets, but they over there. They out there. M. Jones says, check this movie out if y'all get the chance. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I heard of that. I never saw it though. Isn't that a white people movie? What the Empress Simone says, did you know they gave the Asians reparations in 2019 and called it an economic empowerment package? Why, sis? They dominate everything. They are not marginalized. They have a high capital of wealth. I did not know that. And this is why this reparations has to be pushed. A lot of black people take it for a fucking joke and they think that, oh, it's never going to happen. How you going to put that out in the atmosphere? Meanwhile, other groups, like, no offense to anyone on here, the LGBT community got reparations as well. I don't feel they needed it. And again, this is not a slander because your lifestyle is your lifestyle. I don't care. I like pain. Whatever you like is on you. But yeah, every other group could get reparations but us. M. Jones says Willie D ain't right no more. Something's different about him. Yeah, well, I just really started getting put on the Willie D. Well, what do you think is not right about him? Like he's what, under the man, the Illuminati's trying to get him? Michael M. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, M. Jones. Yes, hit the like button so I can get in this algorithm. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I love y'all so much. It's in there. Lawrence Tinsley says that people that knowingly elect corrupt politicians and pasta thieves are not victims. They are accomplices. Ooh. Damn, that was harsh. But you're right. We are accomplices. I'm not saying me personally, but I say we because I don't like to X y'all out the equation. Because I know damn well I ain't no damn accomplice. I don't want to be an accomplice. Fuck these niggas. I want all of them to die. But, it doesn't really work that way. All right. You said working in healthcare requires certain vaccines. That's another thing. That's what I was trying. I keep getting distracted. This tequila. Anyway, when I was working at the veterans home, I did the vaccination for the tetanus booster. Then when we get into the, what do you call it? Orientation. Shit. That's how you know I haven't been working in a minute. We get into the orientation, and we're doing the orientation with the CNAs, some LPNs, because certain lessons in the orientation everybody needed. A general health, safety, and precautions, whatever you call that, to teach us about proper hand washing, using sanitizer, covering your mouth like this when you cough or sneeze instead of using your hands. They also discuss using gloves. Gloves are not necessarily good if you're not going to continuously change them and wash your hands in between. All right. So that's why they don't encourage CNAs and nurses to wear gloves while they're doing contact with patients, because are we certain that those nurses are going to take those gloves off after they change that patient's diaper? You get what I'm saying? But if you did it with your bare hands, you'll feel more inclined to wash your hands. All right. So anyway, long story short, the director of nursing came in to talk about who got the flu shot. Everybody got the flu shot. I didn't raise my hand. Here she go. Can I please ask you why? And this is how she said, this was her demeanor. She don't know me from a hole in the wall. May I ask you why? Fucking Asian bitch. I wonder what's going on with her little fat ass now. I'm sorry. I had a moment because she targeted me from the beginning. Can I ask you why? Oh, do you really want the real answer to that? She said, yeah. I said, because I don't feel it's necessary. I don't want to. I never had the flu. And I feel like I don't want to have the symptoms of the flu. Oh, but you don't necessarily get the symptoms. I said, miss, everybody I know that got the flu shot has gotten sick right after. So pardon me if I don't want to infect myself purposely. Oh, pardon me, because it's not mandatory, right? It's an option. So then you can't look at me a certain way because I am declining the flu shot. Bitch, I just took the tetanus booster. Mad in 2020 says the flu shot never felt this harmful back in the days. The flu shot used to help and do good when I was young. Now it's just making people more sick and harming people. Facts. If I ever had the flu, I didn't know. I got real sick one time in my 20s, about 25. It was exactly 25. It was a lung infection. And the flu and pneumonia is a type of lung infection, right? So if I had a mild version of a lung infection, that shit took me the fuck out. I wanted them to hospitalize me. And they was like, oh no, you could go home. I could go home. I can't even walk. What are y'all talking about? I need a wheelchair. But that's how I know I never had the flu, because if that was a mild form of a lung infection, I don't want to know what the flu and pneumonia feels like. I don't. M. Jones says, when it comes to African American women having babies, especially if they get Medicaid, label you as high risk just to get extra coins. Some people don't even need C-sections. Yeah, they did that to me. I know they purposely targeted me to get a C-section. I was a target from the time I had my second son, because the doctor asked me if I wanted to tie my tubes. I told him no. Are you crazy? Why you even ask me that? And then with my third child now, 2 years later, is it by the same dad? You know how many nurses ask me, is my daughter from the same dad? Why are you asking me that? Is that proper protocol to ask me that? Oh, we're just asking because this baby is significantly bigger than the last. Really? How much bigger? They predicted that my daughter was going to come out and be 11 or 12 pounds at birth if she would have came out at the normal time. I had her at 36 weeks and 6 days, which they deem as premature. 38, 39 weeks is the norm. 38, 39, 40 weeks is the norm. I had her at 36, almost 37 weeks. Yeah, she wasn't even 7 pounds. And they gave me an emergency C-section. You said, do I mean ID 2020? What's that? ID 2020? You know, I'm talking about so much stuff. You got to remind me. Bobby Barnes says, buy your child Osmo for kids. Okay, thank you for that. What is that? Look, I'm saying thank you for that, but what is that? Paul Graves says, yes, it's true. The Chinese have been falsely accusing Africans of bringing the coronavirus into China. Because of that lie, they have been forcing them from their apartments, hotels, and abandoning them. Yep. And that is fucking sickening. Because then they come over here and all we do is support them. That's all we do. And that got to stop. There are these online courses you can download and buy for your kid. I can send them to you later when I find it. Thank you. Please do. You see, Willie D is sinking into the sunken place. See, I can't compare. I'm gonna have to go back to some of his earlier videos. He seems regular to me, but I don't know him from before. You said, see, I never knew the LGBTQ got reparations. Yes, they did. They absolutely did. Remember, also, a lot of them get the state to fund their they know how to manipulate the situation and get the state to fund their reassignment surgeries. So that is also a form of reparations for them. That if they make enough complaints or whatever they do, I don't know what the process is. A lot of them have gotten a state that they live in to pay for their reassignment surgeries. I like Willie D too. No more talk. But where's the action since there's no more talk? Super user says, are you sick? I am not sick. I have the marijuana virus. Thank you. M Jones says Willie D sold his bandmates out. Wow. Right, because he's down with the Ghetto Boys, right? I never really looked into that story. Willie D said bad things about Bushwick. After his death, I'm done with him. Wow. You said that's that dude, you're right. Willie D must be feeling down because Scarface got the corona and he was looking bad on live. Hope Scarface health didn't get worse. All right, Scarface got it. Yeah, they were saying he wasn't doing good because he had pneumonia as well. But why are they getting pneumonia and the corona? Both? Like, what the fuck? He said Obama gave the LGBT more than blacks. I heard. I didn't know that then. We know now. It's fucked up. M. Jones. I've noticed most groups that have 3, it's always that one. Facts. You said I sounded a little afraid in one of my last videos. Afraid? Listen, I am never afraid. I said I'm coughing. That's it. That does not mean that I have a coronavirus. And I'm not going to no hospital. I don't have any other symptoms. I could taste. I could smell. No nose running. I am congested. And I have allergies. When I was a little girl around this time, my eyes used to swell shut from the pollen. I'm allergic to pollen, pet dander, dust. It's been good. You know, as I've gotten older, it's calmed down. But some seasons are worse than others. Some allergy seasons are worse than others. Let's see. No, CNAs must change gloves from patients. Yeah, but I've witnessed, again, I've worked around CNAs. I've witnessed the nurses catching them and having to tell them, take off your gloves, you just changed the patient. Remember, to be a CNA, you don't have to be college educated, right? You can have a GED, high school diploma. No offense. A lot of immigrants are CNAs. No offense. A lot of Caribbean Black people are CNAs. And when I was in this orientation, a lot of them said it. They just came from Jamaica. And they were saying that that's what the thing is for them. That's what their glimmer of hope is when they're trying to come to America, is you could tap into this field. That's what they're being told. That's their way out. You understand? Kenya P.S. says, I let the doctor scare me into taking a flu shot and I was sick as a dog. I couldn't even get out of bed. See what I'm saying? And that's why I was adamant about it. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to feel sick. But I did it. That's why I said I'm going to do it with my son. I'm not going to let him get sick. And I never took a flu shot. That just didn't sit right with me. So we did it the same day. Michael M says the flu shot works for a particular strain. What happens if it mutates? But that's what I'm saying. The flu shot don't have nothing to do with this coronavirus. Two different things. Two different things. I don't Asian business, Jewish, Arab, and Hispanics either. Oh, you don't support Asian businesses, Jewish, Arab, or Hispanic? I feel you. That's hard. Shit. Especially in New York, that's hard. Mad Ant 22 says medical nurses at the doctor's office even said to me personally, don't trust taking the flu shots after I declined when they themselves asked me if I wanted them to give me the flu shots. Yeah. But that's why for this Asian nurse to look at me like that, and listen, like I said, I just took a vaccine to get this fucking job, bitch. So if I say I don't want to take another one, what is it to you? But you know what they said when you're working in around the elderly are mandated to take it. They have no choice. Those poor veterans that they don't even get treated right. They done fought for this bullshit ass fucking country, and they still don't get the just due that they deserve. So a lot of them would be sitting in their shit and piss for a long time. Okay, these fucking bum ass nurses didn't want to really do anything extra but administer medicine. That's why I say when people make fun of CNAs, it's a double-edged sword. In one sense, I understand because some CNAs really swear they're nurses. However, they are because they do nurse patients. They have to do the dirty work that nobody else wants to do. So they deserve our respect. Okay, they're changing diapers. They're grooming these people, shaving these people. I done heard crazy stories from these CNAs that the elderly men, Lord have mercy, because their erections are not consistent and they don't know when they come or go. So they will go bathe their male patients and they would have ejaculations from getting. I'm sorry, I can't even say the word. My stomach started bubbling just thinking about hairy balls, hairy hanging gray balls. Yeah, these nurses would be like, oh my God, a lot of the patients ejaculate just from having a woman's touch. Because think about it. A lot of them are amputees. A lot of them are older men. They probably are not getting sex. So a woman just touching them, I can't. I can't. Yeah, I never knew that either, Author Impress. So I'm always, yeah, my birthday, I ain't gonna lie, it's always a day or two after my birthday. That's the best. My birthday, honestly, let me tell you something about April 20th. April 20th, yeah, it's 420. I enjoy it now that I'm an adult, but as a child, what 420 meant to me was a lot of bad things happened on that day. I'm not gonna put that in the atmosphere because this year is gonna be a new year. But number one, I was born on Hitler's birthday. So I can't tell a Jewish person that. They will have a fit. When my Jewish boss found that out, he looked at me sideways. Yeah, I have the same birthday as Adolf Hitler. Maybe that's why I'm ready to take these motherfuckers down. But yeah, April is a hard month because it's like new beginnings. It's like cleansing the earth of something, like change of seasons from cold to getting into the warm season. You know, it's rainy a lot of times. So yeah, April's kind of sucks. Yeah, they are some lazy CNAs too, but there's some lazy nurses because the nurses could fill in. Like, there's always a shortage of CNAs because they get treated so fucked up. So the revolving door is like at 100%, 200%. So the nurses could fill in and change diapers and do the things the CNAs do, but they choose not to. You said they treat the vets horribly. They are supposed to come back to homes and health insurance and some transportation to appointments if they need it. So much hate. No, they don't get treated right. It's all of a side. A lot of those veterans have money and they can afford to stay in those nursing homes that, the home I worked in was a state facility. My eyelashes is coming off. It's a state facility. Sorry, that's so ghetto, but it's all right. I'm about to go to bed. So they're funded under the state, and they don't cover everything. There's a federal building and a state building for the veterans. In this building, a lot of them were complaining that they couldn't even afford to stay there, but they needed care. And they all have different insurances. They don't all have the veterans insurance. Some of them have insurance from the jobs that they worked. Some of them were cops. Some of them were security guards, you know. Yes, it's levels to the nursing shit. Facts. Facts. I'm sorry. I love gray hair, but I'm just saying, I'm thinking about the elderly veterans that they were talking about. We talking about 75 and up. 75 and up. Super user says Jews are racist as fuck. They are. I didn't know that Gentiles couldn't touch them until I worked for a Jewish man. Bobby Barnes says people don't even know the truth about 420. What's the truth? Let's hear this. Yes, Hitler's birthday is 420, smoking day. Yep. Yes, sir. My mother told me that as a little girl. You were born on Adolf Hitler's birthday, so I knew who Hitler was for a long time. Yep. You say you have a German ninth great grandfather too. We share the same B-Day. I'm a descendant of the Wyckoffs at NYC. If you heard of the Wyckoff Association and etc. Wow, I heard of Wyckoff. I don't know like the whole backstory, but I've heard of that. I'm not related to Hitler though. I'm black, y'all. I'm just saying I got that Hitler spirit in me, but I'm gonna use it for the black people because I'm not German and I'm not Jewish. And yeah. He said those are my white ancestors, LOL. The only ones I claim and try to know that is LOL. The rest were more likely slave owners. All right. Facts. Obama, when he was president, traveled to Kenya with the gay agenda. He was told by President Uhuru Kenyatta that homosexuality was illegal in Kenya by law, and he wasn't changing the law. I hear that. A few more minutes. You gotta go outside? All right. I'm gonna take a few more comments, guys, and I'm out. I gotta wrap this up because I'm getting interruptions. You said April is the start of killing season. 420 is their holy day. I told you, my birthday always was a bad day, but we gonna make it a good day. We gonna get high because we at home anyway, so they can do whatever they want in these streets. I love y'all though. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Damn, it's 2:30. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay safe out there. I love y'all.